All right, guys, I'm back today. I want to talk about a footlock. More importantly, what I consider probably the most underrated footlock that exists out there. It's a straight toe hold. You know, we all know the straight ankle locks, the Achilles locks, the figure four toe hold, heel hooks, knee bars, calf slicers, all that. But you don't see a straight toe hold a lot. It's one that, while it's not my favorite, I actually prefer the straight ankle lock to most because I think it's technically the most difficult, and I actually get it probably more than any other leg submission. But the straight toe hold is one that a lot of people forget exists, and I've always had success with it. When I first learned it 20 plus years ago, even to now, I mean, you know, there's always guys out there that have really good defense to footlocks, but this is one that has served me well time and time again. And I kind of want to show you a couple of the ways I do it, and let me know what you guys think. All right, so obviously in terms of getting into a leg entanglement, I tend to do it from bottom sweeps. I don't tend to like butt flop if I can't pass guard. So how you get to the leg entanglement is a very preference thing. I tend to like sweep people from single leg X or butterfly, and I get into my leg entanglements that way, okay? That being said, the entanglement itself, there's a lot of different entanglements. The one I do is very standard. It's open circuit, as Dean Lister would say. I have my foot on the hip, and I have this over here. Not here. It's just Kenny can just get out. He can do too much with this foot, right? So it's what they call the doorstop. I come here, my knee touching my heel, okay? Now we all know the Achilles lock, all that. Now with the straight toe hold, what I'll do here, especially if I'm going for the Achilles lock, because this is always the first one I go for from here, always. It's like, to me, it's like the jab of footlocks. It's always the first thing I go for because the control is excellent and I tend to get it, right? But if he starts moving his foot around and starts doing stuff, what I'll do is I'll let go and I'll post here, right? And you have to come behind me here, but I'm gonna go pinky to pinky. I'm gonna kind of get it off the ground, push it. I'm already pushing it behind me, and then I hip in, just like on an arm bar. So I'm here, and I'm hipping in. What it's doing is it's bending his foot, similar to what an ankle lock's doing, just with a different grip. It's bending it and separating it from the ankle that way. So again, you know, it can be here, come here, here, and then just tap, all right? It comes on quick. First time I ever tried this back like 03, 04, my training partner, I did it slow, and his ankle popped. I mean, no long-term damage, but it's always worked for me, okay? So again, on the bottom side, I have really good control here. I have control of this other foot too, so it's not like, Kenny can definitely defend and escape this if I'm lazy and I'm slow. But when I stay here, I'll post on this just to give myself more angles, and plus I have kind of busted up shoulders that don't function as well as others. So I'll come here and I start pushing this, and when I push this down, now I'm lying on it. Kenny, you feel like you can get out?
No.
And as I push this down, I hit forward. And there it is. This comes on quick. And the advantage of the bottom side one is it's trapped on the mat. But bottom side, there's also a top side version. If I'm going for this and he kind of goes that way to defend, what I'll do is I'll actually pull this bottom leg out, and I'm going to triangle my legs here, okay? It's not 50-50. That is 50-50. I'm triangling my legs, and believe it or not, Kenny's actually a pretty decent leg locker himself. He can try to go after my feet here, but what I'm going to do, again, squeeze the shit out of these feet. Push it down, get it here. Now look at my hip. Tap. All right? This is actually a little bit more powerful than the bottom one, though the bottom one has a better control, okay? So I'm gonna show that transition one more time. So I'm in here, for whatever reason, it's not working for me. Kenny moves, I pull this out, lock it behind here, and me, you know, I'm 6'6" with big feet. I try to lock it behind his back where he can't get to it, but I need to make sure I keep his leg bent, because if Kenny has a straight leg, I can't really get this with any effectiveness, right? So I'm gonna come in here, all right, and I need to attack it because I don't have control of his other leg, and if I just admire my work here and don't do anything, Kenny can roll out. But once I transition to this side, push down, and go. And obviously from here, you know, and depending on the rule set, there's heel hooks, there's a lot of other things you can go to here. The figure four toe hold, but that's the great thing about leg locks. If you miss one, it sets you up for a whole buffet of others, right? So this is the straight toe hold. It's something that I don't see a lot of people do. It's always worked for me. I don't always get it, but when I go for it and guys defend it, it puts me in a position to get another leg lock, or I get a sweep off of it. I always have some sort of success because it causes a reaction. So use what I showed you today, add it to your game, it'll help you.